there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jamila, and this is a space all about helping women, especially those of us approaching 50 and beyond, navigate life with strength, confidence, and balance. Today, I want to talk to you about something that doesn't get nearly enough attention: perimenopause and menopause. These are huge transitions in our lives, and they come with challenges that can sometimes feel overwhelming. But what I want you to know, you don't have to just survive through the season, you can thrive through it. Now, if you've ever found yourself struggling with sudden weight gain, joint pain, night sweats, hot flashes, or even just waking up and thinking, why doesn't my body feel like my body anymore? Please know you're not alone. These symptoms are real, they're valid, and more often than not, they're connected to menopause. And if nobody's told you that before, let me be the one to share that with you. Let's be real for a second. Menopause comes with a whole lot of struggles that most of us were not prepared for. First, there's the weight gain. One of the most frustrating changes is how quickly the pounds start to creep on, especially around the midsection. You could be eating the same way that you always did, exercising the same way you always have, but suddenly the scale does not budge, or worse, it starts climbing. That's not your imagination. It's connected to the lower estrogen levels, which slow down your metabolism and shift your body into fat storage. And unfortunately, that fat tends to head straight to our bellies. Second is the joint pain and the stiffness. Raise your hand if you've ever woken up and your knees, your hips, your lower back, they felt like they belonged to someone 20 years older. Well, estrogen, that's the cause. Estrogen actually plays a role in reducing inflammation and keeping our joints lubricated. And when those hormone levels dip, we feel it literally in our bones and our joints. The third hidden symptom, they're the ones nobody talks about, and that's that brain fog, the mood swings, the fatigue, simple things like snapping at people that you love, or waking up at 2 a.m. drenched in sweat. And the tricky part, sometimes we don't even realize that these issues are tied to our hormonal changes. We think we're just stressed, or maybe we blame ourselves for not managing life well enough. But the truth is, menopause is often the root. And finally, there are silent changes we don't always notice right away, things like bone density loss and muscle loss. They're happening under the surface. And if we don't address them now, they can impact the quality of our life in really serious ways later on. This is why taking care of ourselves during this transition isn't just about looking better. It's about protecting our health long term. So now let's talk solutions. And the one solution that I swear by, the one that science backs up, you guessed it, it's strength training. I know some of you are thinking, wait a second. I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder or bulk up, but trust me, I get it. I felt the same way too. But strength training, it's not about bulking up. It's about building a stronger foundation for your health. Here's what strength training actually does for us during menopause. It helps us preserve and build muscle, which is the key to keeping our metabolism alive and well and burning all of that food. More muscle means more calories burned, even when you're resting, and that is a great perk. It's a powerful way to fight that stubborn belly fat. It protects bone density, osteoporosis risk, that skyrockets after menopause. But lifting weights, they're literally a signal to tell your bones to stay strong. It improves balance and stability, reduces fall risk, which becomes a huge concern as we age. And here's one thing that surprised even me. Strength training has been shown to reduce menopause symptoms like hot flashes and poor sleep. So if you've been avoiding weights or you thought cardio was enough, I'm here to tell you strength training is the closest thing we've got to that magic pill during menopause. And it doesn't have to be complicated. You don't have to do like the fancy gym or have heavy equipment. There's body weight exercises, there's resistance bands, there's dumbbells, or even like your own chair for dips. It all counts. The important part is making sure that you create a regular habit of moving your body. Even 2 or 3 times a week can completely transform how you feel in your body. Of course, exercise is just one piece of the puzzle. Lifestyle plays a massive role in how we navigate menopause. So let's break it down. Nutrition. During this season, protein is your best friend. So you want to make sure that you're consuming 25 to 30 grams of protein with every meal. It supports your muscles, it protects your bones, and it helps you feel satisfied longer. So pair that with fiber-rich foods and healthy fats to keep blood sugar stable. Stable blood sugar equals better energy and fewer mood swings. Sleep? I know it's easier said than done. When hot flashes and night sweats keep waking you up, but prioritize rest where you can. Create a calming nighttime routine, keep your bedroom cool, and cut back on caffeine late in the day. Sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It's about giving your hormones a chance to reset and your body a chance to recover. Stress management, that's the next one. High stress means high cortisol, and cortisol is the hormone that loves to store that body fat. So managing stress isn't just about a mental health practice. It's also a physical health practice. Think yoga, deep breathing, journaling, going for walks, whatever helps you to stay grounded. Community, that's a huge one. Too many women, they suffer in silence, thinking menopause is something that we just have to push through alone. But talking about it, sharing our stories, can take much of the shame and the isolation away. That's why I'm so passionate about building this community here on YouTube. We're in this together. So the good news is that in 2025, menopause is finally getting the spotlight that it deserves. Doctors, researchers, or even mainstream media, they're all talking about it more openly than ever. So we're learning more about it. We're learning about insulin resistance. That's a big one because it's directly tied to weight gain, energy crashes, and cravings. Knowing this helps us to tailor our diets and workouts more effectively. The other one is joint health. So estrogen loss, as I mentioned before, that impacts collagen and cartilage, which explains why so many of us suddenly notice those aches and pains in our bones and our joints. Mental health. We're finally acknowledging that menopause isn't just physical. Anxiety, depression, and brain fog are all real symptoms, not character flaws. So it's important that we personalize our approach to menopause. Maybe the most exciting part is realizing that menopause doesn't look the same for everyone. Diet, exercise, and even supplements, they work differently depending on your unique body and your stage of menopause. That means we can move away from the one-size-fits-all advice and start focusing on what works for you. Here's what I want you to take away. Menopause, it's not the end. It's a transition. And with the right tools, it can actually be a new beginning. In some cultures, they call it the second spring, a time when women step into a new season of wisdom and strength. And I love that. And I want us to more embrace menopause. So let's flip that script. Instead of fearing menopause, let's lean into it. Let's use strength training to get stronger. Let's nourish our bodies with foods that support us. Let's manage our stress. And let's rest when we need to. If today's video resonated with you, I'd love for you to subscribe and join this community. Here's what you'll find. Not just exercise routines, but healthy recipes, lifestyle tips, and real talk about the changes that we're all going through. And please, drop a comment below and share your story. What's been the hardest part of this season for you? What's helped? I promise you're not alone. Together, we can create a community where we lift each other up, both literally and figuratively. So let's keep moving forward, one rep, one meal and one day at a time. We got this.